There is a reason lines wrap around the block for street corn. That smoky, charred, creamy, zesty flavor profile is basically a cheat code for happiness. Today, we're making an elote-inspired street corn chickpea salad. It's got high protein, a ton of flavors, and it's got that specific texture that makes you forget you're even eating salad. So what are we gonna need? On our ingredient list, we're gonna need corn, chickpeas, red onions, garlic, jalapenos, cilantro, or something that can fake it, more on that later, avocado, vegan mayo, plant-based Greek yogurt, lime, and some spices. All right, we're starting out in the prep stage. We're adding about half of a red onion. This was a large one, so if you have a small one, maybe you can get the whole thing in there. But basically, what you don't want is for the onion to overpower the rest of the bowl. For the garlic, I'm using only 1 clove. The extra cloves on the cutting board, well, those are personally for me. And yeah, I might tell you why later, or maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, mince that up, set it aside. Next up here is our jalapeno. I'm gonna slice it in half, then use a spoon to de-seed it. This helps keep the heat manageable within the dish. I got family, and in order to keep my family, I gotta manage my expectations. Give me at least 1 hot dish per week. Yesterday, we had rasta pasta. So today, I gotta be a little smart with the street corn. Otherwise, I'll wake up on the couch with like all my girls just standing over me staring at me with that look like, what are you doing here? Next up is our cilantro. Oh, it doesn't look like cilantro. Well, that's because it's not. It's celery leaves. And is that because it tastes better? No, it's because I ran out of cilantro. And these give that same exact vibrant herby taste. Okay, I'm lying. I just wanted something to mimic cilantro, so you guys knew I needed cilantro here. So collectively, let's all agree we're looking at cilantro. Finally, we're going to prep our avocado. Cut that in half, then cube it. And the key here is to squeeze out some lime juice over it immediately. Not only does it taste delicious, the acid keeps it from browning. So your salad is going to look just as good in an hour as it does right now. All right, we're moving on to our dressing. And for this, we're combining vegan mayo, a plant-based Greek yogurt, or you could also use sour cream. Just whichever yogurt you choose. I try to go for one that's a bit tangy. Next, add lime juice, add your lime zest, garlic, and then we're gonna add in our spices. Chili powder, smoked paprika, cumin, and I'm deciding to use a little adobo sauce from a can of chipotle pepper in adobo. But if I didn't have that, I would use chipotle powder. Mix that until smooth. You could think of this dressing as the glue that holds those punchy, smoky flavors together. Pure deliciousness. Now we're heading over to the stove and breaking out a cast iron skillet. We're using cast iron specifically because we want maximum heat retention. In this dish, we're looking to get a serious char on the corn. And nothing personal, but a thin pan just won't cut it. All right, let's get a bit of butter in here, and then we're dumping in our corn and spreading it out. From this point, here's the hard part. Leave it alone. We're not gonna touch it for like 1 to 2 minutes, because if you do and stir early, then you get steamed corn. And if you wait, you get that caramelized, smoky flavor known in elote. Once that's done, set it aside. And in the same pan, we're adding our chickpeas. We're going to cook these for 5 to 7 minutes with a little chili powder and a pinch of salt, letting those go until they lightly blister. Blistering chickpeas isn't just about the color. By getting that high heat sear, we're changing the texture of the skin. We're making it slightly crispy while keeping the inside creamy. And that contrast is exactly what we want to have this feel complete. That's one of those tricks that, it makes you feel like you're less likely to want something to go along with the dish. Rather, this is going to be the entree and the side. Let the corn and the chickpeas cool for just a second. When that heat dissipates a bit, then toss everything into a bowl with that dressing. Literally, one ingredient after another. Then, once I get that dressing right on top, I begin to toss. And from here, get in close. Look at that color. It's fresh, it's smoky, and it's arguably better than the street corn version. All right. Ain't nothing better than street corn from its natural habitat on the corner. But sometimes we gotta cook it at home. And this right here is probably the closest, most authentic thing you can get that's gonna be close to that cob and that stick for a handle. This recipe felt quick, and I'd sing to you or something, but sometimes I need you guys to learn that we all need to just get in the kitchen and get out. You know, and that's how you kind of keep your passion for loving to be there. So this full recipe you can find linked in the description, or head right on over to my website, makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, believe in good. Peace.